Hi everyone. Now we have seen the cell junction. There are the cell junctions, also called as the bridge, are the class of cellular structures which is consist of multi-proteins complexes that provide the contact of adhesion between the cell and the extracellular matrix in the animals. They also maintain the paracellular barrier of epithelia and control the paracellular transport. These junctions are especially abundant in epithelial tissue, which combine with the cell adhesion molecules and extracellular matrix. Cell junctions help to hold animal cells together. There are three types of cell junction. First one is a adherent junction. Second one is a gap junctions, and it also called as communicating junction. And third one is a tight junctions, that also called as occluding junction. Firstly, we have seen the adherence junction. It shows the characteristics of anchoring cells through their cytoplasmic actin filament. This adherent junction also called as anchoring junction. Now, similarly to the desmosome and hemidesmosome, their transmembrane anchors are composed of cadherins in those that anchors to other cells and integrins it anchors to the extracellular matrix. There is a considerable morphologic diversity among the adherence junctions. Those that tie cells to one another are seen in isolated streak or spots, or as a bands that completely encircle the circle cells. The band type of adherent junctions is associated with the bundle of actin filament that also encircle the cells just below the plasma membrane. These are the bands junction which is involved in the adherence junctions. After it, now spot-like adherent junctions which get helps cells adhere to the extracellular matrix both in case of in vivo and in vitro. There that is called as focal adhesion. The cytoskeletal actin filaments that tie into the adherent junction are contractile proteins, and in addition to providing and anchoring functions, adherent junctions are though to participate in folding and bending of epithelial cell sheet. Thinking of the bands of actin filaments are being similar to downstream allows one to envision how contractions of the bands within a group of cells would distort to sheet into the interesting patterns. Second one is a gap junction, that also called as communicating junction, in which it allows for direct chemical communication between the adjacent cellular cytoplasm through diffusion without a contact with the extracellular fluid of cell. This is possible due to the six connexin proteins which get interact to form a cylinder with a pore in the center called as connexon. The connexon complexes which get stretches across the cell membrane, and when two adjacent cell connexons interact, they form a complete gap junction. Now, connexon pores vary in size, polarity, and therefore it can be specific depending on the connexin proteins that constitute each individual connexons. Whilst variation in gap junction channels do occur, their structure remains relatively standard, and these interactions ensure the efficient communication without the escape of molecules or ions to the extracellular fluid. Now, these gap junctions play the roles in human body. From that, it get uniform contractile of the heart muscles because of the gap junctions. It get also relevant in signal transfers in the brain, and their absence shows a decrease in the cell density of the brain. And last one is it get retinal and skin cells are also dependent on the gap junction in the cell differentiation and its proliferations. Now third one is a tight junction. It gets found in vertebrate epithelia. The tight junction act as a barrier that regulate the movement of water and solute between the epithelium layers. These junctions are also classified as a paracellular barriers, which is defined as not having directional discriminations. However, movement of the solute is largely dependent upon the size and charge. There is evidence to suggest that the structures in which solute pass through a somewhat like pores. Physiological pH play a part in the selectivity of solute passing through this tight junction, with most tight junctions being the slightly selective for the cations only. These tight junctions present in different type of epithelia are selective for the solutes of different size, charge and polarity. Now these proteins. These protein approximately 14 proteins identify which is involved in tight junction. These are follows. First one is the scaffolding proteins. This type of proteins get organized the transmembrane proteins which get coupled transmembrane proteins to other cytoplasmic proteins as well as the actin filament. Second one is the signaling proteins. It get involved in junctional assembly, barrier regulation and gene transcription. Third one is the regulation proteins. This protein get regulate the membrane vesicle targeting. And last one is the transmembrane proteins which get including junctional adhesion molecules, occludin and claudin. Thank you.